Welcome to exclusive live coverage of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast is made possible by these fine sponsors: Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso, The Golfer's Edge, Auto Mocha, Bay Equity Home Loans, Boswell's Home Furnishings, Apple Valley Honda, the Allville Fruit Company, Merry Maids, the Antique Mall in Cashmere, Collins Fashions, Schmidt Electric, and Tacos Shava. And now let's go live to the roof of Bella Bistro alongside 1974 Queen Julie Agents Kuntz. Here's NCW Life Channel's Eric Grandstrom.
And welcome to the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Along with Julie Agents Kuntz, I'm Eric Grandstrom here on the NCW Life Channel, and we are so excited that you could join us here for the broadcast today. I'm telling you, Julie, we've got 1,000 people right here at Memorial Park.
Exactly.
And we've got the Seattle Motorcycle Drill Team that's right out in front of us on Orondo Street. We're high above the Bella Bistro. Thanks again to the Bella Bistro for providing us our broadcast location. Let's take a look around on our cameras first of all, and we'll check in with Dan Kuntz, who's high above on the scissor lift here. And Dan will be giving us a great view from above as we look down at the parade route. And there you can see all the people that are surrounding here on Orondo Avenue in Wenatchee for the 99th festival here for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. So Dan will give us a good view of what's coming down the parade route. On the end of our roof line here, we have Rachel Sullivan and her camera, which is giving us another good view of the folks that are gathered down here across from Memorial Park and over towards the food fair. And also high above us, we have our drone footage. We've got Chopper 12 up in the air, and that's going to give us some great drone footage from up above. Here you go. This is our drone footage, and there you can see all the people that are lining the parade route here high above from our drone. Thanks to Jonathan Mandelis and Brandon Walls for operating our drone here today. And then also down on the street, we have none other than Grant Olson, and I think Megan McPherson has Grant in her sight, and we'll talk to Grant as long as we can hear him. Hold on, there's the parade coming back here. So before we go to Grant, let's look at the motorcycle drill team here. And Julie, you can tell us a little bit more about the motorcycle drill team.
Yes, the Seattle Police Motorcycle Drill Team performs at many parades and events in schools throughout the Pacific Northwest and Canada. The team has performed in the Apple Blossom Parade for well over 50 years. The drill team was formed in 1949 and still performs many of the same drills. The team is under the direction of Sergeant Randy Ward and led by Drill Master Officer Mike Henry. The Harley-Davidson motorcycles they're riding are the same ones they use every day for their traffic patrol duties.
Okay, now that the sirens have stopped, let's check in with Grant Olson, who's down there on the street level here as we continue with our Stemilt Growers Grand Parade coverage on the NCW Life Channel. Grant?
Good morning, Eric and Julie. We're down street level. Hello up there. We're over here, and we're going to talk to a few of the folks enjoying the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade today. And joining me first up, probably a recognizable figure around the Wenatchee area, LD. Great to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Thanks for being with us. And first of all, you've been to a lot of these parades, haven't you? Tell us about that.
I've been coming here about 60 years now. About 60 years, yeah.
So what's the highlight to you of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade? Is there something you look forward to the most?
Yeah, I just enjoy the people and enjoy the bands and, and the floats and everything, and yeah.
And with all the people here, we were talking earlier, it's special because you get to see a lot of people you haven't seen in a long time, don't you?
Yeah, they seem to come out of the woodwork at this Apple Blossom. People you haven't seen for 6, 7, 8 years. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us. All right, I'm going to walk down here, guys. Megan, stay with me. Stay with me.
All right, Megan's going to follow Grant as he continues working his way up the parade route.
We were talking earlier. You've lived here for a long time, but this is your first Apple Blossom, right?
I've lived here for 4.5 years, and this, yes, is definitely my first, and it's awesome, especially when you see the Seattle Police doing their part in here.
Is there something you're looking forward to, or I guess you don't know when to anticipate if you haven't been here, but you like the bands and the floats? Is there something in particular that you're looking for?
I just like everything.
Great to have you here. Guys, there you have it. Everybody having fun here. We've got a lot more people to talk to coming up, and we'll send it back up to you.
All right, thank you much, Grant. Grant Olson giving us our street perspective here and the Grand Parade, the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade, and our coverage here on the NCW Life Channel, brought to you in part by the Antique Mall at Cashmere. Has something for everyone. 15,000 square feet to explore. You'll find antiques and collectibles open every day, 9 to 7. Come find your treasure today. Also by Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee, where every new Honda comes with a lifetime warranty. Like them on Facebook and also find them at applevalleyhonda.com. And the folks at Automoca. What's your Automoca emergency? Get your day going and stay going at any of the 6 Automoca locations around our valley. Hot drinks, cold drinks, breakfast. You stop in at Automoca today. Also by the folks at Auville Fruit Company. For 90 years, Auville Fruit Company's passion has and continues to be to deliver top dessert quality fruit to its consumers all over the world. Auville Fruit Company, home of the Gee Whiz, where passion meets flavor. So do we have Grant again?
He's walking down the street because he has such good microphone coverage.
All right. I got to put my eyes on him first before I can see him. There we go.
Right there.
Okay, there's Grant, and hopefully Megan's got him too. And let's go down to Grant also once again. Grant?
Here we are down the street a little bit now in Orondo, close to Chelan Avenue. What's your name?
Pedro Rodriguez.
And Pedro, you were involved in the Apple Blossom Festival. Tell us about that.
Yes, we were. I have a local band here known as Desmadre Musical. We play Latino music, a lot of cumbias, and we're happy to be part of this beautiful event.
So how many Apple Blossom Festivals have you gone to?
I've been here my whole life, so I think I haven't missed one since I've been a kid.
So what do you think makes the Apple Blossom so special?
The food. It's got to be the food.
Is there something you're looking forward to in today's parade?
Seeing I like cars and the horses and the bands also. That's what I really like, is listening to the school bands, because I was in the school band too. So I participated in this too.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, and have a great day.
Thank you.
All right, we've got more folks coming up here. Let's send it back up to you guys.
All right, and as we're waiting for the start of the parade to come our way, let's take a quick commercial break in here and watch some of our sponsors that are helping us bring you the broadcast today. We are live atop the Bella Bistro here in downtown Wenatchee for the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Stay right there. We'll have more right after this.
Happy spring, Wenatchee Valley from Collins Fashions. We are so ready for your Wenatchee lifestyle special events and vacation time. Colorful tees and tunics, embroidered and colorful ankle jeans, capris and shorts from Not Your Daughters, Jag, Liverpool, French dressing, etc. Beautiful mom of the bride or groom dresses, sundresses too. New shoes and sandals from Soft, Bueno, Nicole, Naked Feet. Spring Brighton handbags and jewelry are amazing. Please stop into Collins and let us style and pamper you, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee.
What's your Automoca emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Todd's a great boss. Sometimes he can be a little intense.
Adam, how about a lunchtime run?
I'd love to, Todd, but I gotta... Oh, Mr. Jones, you made it! I'm glad you can make it. You're really gonna love our lifetime warranty on all new Hondas. Let's walk and talk.
Oh, the running thing? It gets them hustling. I consider myself a great motivator.
Tacos Chava has something new. Customers at Tacos Chava say it's the best Mexican food around. Nachos, enchiladas, tortas, ensaladas. And introducing camarones in many styles. You'll love the fresh salsa bar with so much selection. Are you ready for Tacos Chava? Find them at 2 great locations, the Wenatchee Valley Mall and Eniac. Tacos Chava, tan delicioso.
Welcome back once again to our live coverage here on the NCW Life Channel on the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade, along with Julie Agins-Kuntz. I'm Eric Granstrom. We're awaiting the start of the parade to come down our direction. Once again, we have Grant Olson, who's down street level.
Got us,
and
Megan,
Grant has also picked up a couple more people to talk to. So, Grant, let's go down to you.
Here we are back on the street today with Sean and Deborah and Dempsey and Elmy Foster here for the parade. And you guys have lived here your whole lives pretty much. Special time, isn't it, Apple Blossom?
Absolutely. Good times.
So what is it that makes it so special, and is there something you're looking forward to in the parade, Deborah?
It's definitely been a tradition of Wenatchee, and it's even funner now that you have kids and getting to enjoy that time with them, and they get to enjoy what you got to see as a kid.
Hi, Elmy.
Hi.
Dempsey, what do you like the best? You were at the Classy Chassis Parade last night. What do you like here?
I like everything. It's the drummers and the loud things, and it was pretty cool for my ears.
Was it pretty cool for your ears? You liked the motorcycles too, didn't you?
Everything in my life.
Are you looking forward to all the big floats coming by too?
And I like that people are loud and hit the sirens.
They're loud and hit the sirens, guys. What else could you ask for? We'll send it back up to you.
Thank you, Grant. That was awesome. It's loud for his ears, and he likes that. Our coverage here on the NCW Life Channel brought to you in part by Bay Equity Home Loans. We understand your working schedule. Their hours are your hours. If you have any questions regarding the home loan process, call 888-0466. Bay Equity Home Loans, your home for loans. Also by Boswell's Home Furnishings. They have something for any room of your house. Call your house, your cabin, your apartment. It's Boswell's complimentary design service. Your vision is their passion. Also by Collins Fashions. Happy spring from Collins Fashions. They are so ready for your lifestyle, event, or vacation time. Find your style and be pampered all at Collins Fashions in downtown Wenatchee. We can see the flags fluttering in the breeze. We have our first entry into the parade coming our way. So we're going to take one more quick break, another 60-second commercial. We'll come back with more here live from atop Bella Bistro. It's the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, Wenatchee Valley. Christian Shaman here with Bay Equity Home Loans.
Let us make your dream of home ownership a reality. We're here to guide you through the loan process every step of the way. Check out our convenient online application. Bay Equity Home Loans in Wenatchee, your home for loans.
Stop on by or give us a call today.
Welcome to Boswell's Home Furnishings. Come in and explore their expansive two-story showroom at your leisure. You'll find comfort and inspiration for every room in your home. Boswell's has been filling customer furniture needs for decades, from contemporary to the classics, for living room, dining room, and bedroom sets. Purchase in-store or create your own unique style. With Boswell's complimentary design service, your vision is their passion. Where would you like to start?
Dear Mary Maids, please clean the kitchen, and the cabinets, and the floors, and the chairs. And I wish you could clean the dog. Colin is now feeding himself. Thanks, Megan.
Hi, Megan. No worries. We got it all cleaned up. Let's hope Colin gets past the spaghetti flinging stage soon. Till then, we've got you covered. See you next time. Mary Maids.
As the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade comes down Orondo Avenue, we have the American Legion post leading us off. Julie, tell us more about that as everyone rises to their feet with the American flags and the flags of the service coming down our parade route here on Orondo Avenue.
Yes, this is the American Legion Post 10 Color Guard and Scout Pack 32, and they are carrying military branch flags today, so honoring all of those who have served and are serving.
I love to see this response of people standing and applauding.
Yes, it gives you faith and hope in American society.
It does. No matter what's going on, we all stand under that flag that provides the freedoms that we enjoy, including being able to gather here and watch a parade on the 99th Apple Blossom Festival. Next up, of course, something that they've been waiting for all year long, the Wenatchee High School Golden Apple Marching Band and Color Guard. This dynamic group takes pride in promoting positive school spirit and unity in athletic events and competitions throughout Washington year-round. The band is led by drum majors Estella Navarro and Olivia Lancaster. Jim Kovac and Tim Zanol direct the band. Here comes the Golden Apple Band and Drill Team.
High School Golden Apple Marching Band.
Following the band, we've got the Applettes. Can't forget the Applettes.
Yes. And now coming into your view, making its 2018 debut, our very own Washington State Apple Blossom Festival float, sponsored by the Wenatchee Apple Shippers. How do you like them apples? In the Wenatchee Valley for the 99th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Riding on this year's float is Queen Greta Wiersma, Princess Jessica Murray, and Princess Sophie Castillo. And escorting the Apple Blossom float are members of the Wenatchee Applearians. The Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, which is always held the last weekend in April and the first weekend of May, provides 11 days of amazing entertainment. So, celebrate Apple Blossom. Come on down, watch the parade, come enjoy the beer garden, the food, Memorial Park. There's only today and tomorrow left, Eric.
Oh, it's hard to believe it's gone by this quickly. And the ladies dancing on the float. Oh, that's a gorgeous float.
Isn't that beautiful?
Love that. How do you like them apples, Julie?
I love those apples. Oh, they're looking beautiful.
Jack Cates driving the float as usual. Good to see Jack. And of course,
that's
our ambassadors.
Yes.
We'd like to have that.
And of course, the Apple Blossom royalty. I've seen them. They've done such a wonderful job representing
they truly
the
have.
Apple Blossom
Yes.
Festival during their festival. And they're going to be representing the festival throughout the Northwest. Also, welcome our top 10 candidates. Ariana Villafuerte is the daughter of Julio and Claudia Villafuerte. Ariana is the senior River Academy and was awarded the Community Involvement Award sponsored by State Farm Insurance, the Most Original Speech Award sponsored by Dusty's In and Out and Bob's Classic Eatery and Spirits. Ariana riding in a 2006 Ford Mustang driven by Tom Lewis.
And following Ariana, we have top 10 candidate Lauren Thompson. Lauren is the daughter of Andrew and Anita Thompson. Lauren is a senior at Wenatchee High School and was the recipient of the Congeniality Award, sponsored by both Kottkamp and Yedneck Law Firm and Eric Holmberg. Dentistry. Lauren is riding in a 2017 Roush Mustang driven by Rex King.
And they're wearing their dresses that they wore.
They are wearing
gowns.
their pageant dresses, yes.
Final award winners, top 10 candidate Bryn Sherrill. Bryn is the daughter of Jimmy and Paula Sherrill, a senior at the River Academy. Bryn captured the Most Photogenic Award, sponsored by Parsons Photography and Element Salon Wellness Spa. Bryn's riding in a 2001 Mustang driven by Ken Klingensmith. Hello, Bryn. She was so much fun to interview and talk to during the pageant.
And rounding out our top 10 candidates are Brooke Mott, Shane Stanaway, and Rebecca Hall. Brooke is the daughter of Jimmy and Paula Sherrill. Shane is the daughter of Eric and Sandy Stanaway, and Rebecca is the daughter of Chris and Jody Hall. Brooke, Shane, and Rebecca are all seniors at Eastmont High School. The girls are riding in a 1961 Cadillac driven by Shirley Pert, and we have another band.
We've got another band, we do. as the Eastmont High School Wildcat Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. Ray Dietz and Mrs. Tara Abbott, with street direction by drum major Carson Flaggett. They'll be playing Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas, an original parade piece called Fire It Up. This is Ray's 30th year at Eastmont.
Yay, go Wildcats!
And we've got the Eastmont cheer team following the band, showing that Wildcat spirit.
Yes.
We're getting right down to the wire here on Spring Sports, Julie. We've got Eastmont. Congratulations to the soccer team winning the district championship
Isn't that
in the
incredible?
Big Nine.
They are amazing this year.
And the baseball team making the playoffs. They'll play on Tuesday. Softball team's right there on the edge of maybe winning a district title as well. We'll see about that. Next up, speaking of sports, Eastmont High School girls bowling program began 5 years ago. In that short period of time, league champs in 2014, 16, 17, and 18. District champs in 14, 17, and 18. State champions in 2017 and 2018. Eastmont joins 4 other high schools across the state to have back-to-back state championships. Coach Christy Bingy and athletes Emily Montoya, Riley Cox, Becca Maines, Alicia Hastings, Samantha Hines, Sky Wilson, and Kaylee Bowen, all part of the Eastmont state champion bowling team.
They are amazing, and they're amazing young women. I'm so proud of them.
They've done a great job representing Eastmont and themselves and their families.
And if you talk to those girls, bowling is a sport.
Absolutely. Well, we broadcast the bowling right here on the NCW
Yes, it's
Live
wonderful
channel.
to watch.
Got a chance to watch them do their thing, and my goodness, they are all just excellent. And what's really nice is that they're just really nice young women.
Yes, they truly are.
Yeah, so they're waiting because we have a little bit of a backup down the parade route here. And while we're watching the Eastmont bowlers wave at the crowd here, let me remind you that our coverage brought to you by Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso in the heart of Apple Country on Highway 97. Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso, cafe-style deli, fresh shake, local wines, and in-season fruit. Open daily. Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso. Also by Mary Maid's, been serving the greater Wenatchee Valley since 1998. Their cleaning services are thorough, consistent, and customized. Call Mary Maid's today, 663-1710. Relax, it's done. Also by Schmidt Electric and Automation Systems. They've been serving the Pacific Northwest since 1960. Contact them today for any of your electrical needs. And by Taco Shava. In the mall or in Eniat, you'll love the fresh, authentic flavors of Taco Shava. Try their new camarons in many styles or tradition. Favorites like carne asada. Try Taco Shavas today. Also by Golfer's Edge. Moving in June, Ed and Tonya would like to thank you for your decade of support. Ed will continue offering club repair and lessons at the Highlander Golf Course, so stop on by. I see a pink Cadillac on screen there, Julie.
I did too. So since we have them and they're in our full view, this is Director General Andy Kottkamp and his wife Tam. Andy oversees the festival board of directors, all of whom spend months planning to bring us the festival each year.
Okay, let's go down to Grant. He's got them
background
right there.
level. Director General Andy Kottkamp. Andy, how you doing?
Good, Grant. How are you?
How's the festival so far 2018 gone?
I can't think of a thing I would change. The weather's been great. The park is full. The parade route, I mean, it's 10 deep. This is the best Apple Blossom ever.
You know, what makes Apple Blossom Festival so special here?
It is the community involvement. It's the volunteers that are putting on the whole thing and the sponsors. It's just a true community event. It's wonderful.
Tam, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
What makes Apple Blossom special to you?
I think the same. It's the community. It's an amazing group of people that put this together. And if you're not involved, get involved. It's a wonderful place to be a part of. Yeah.
Andy, do you feel a little bit like Elvis riding in this thing?
I feel wonderful. If that's what Elvis felt like, then I feel like Elvis. This is so special.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Grant.
Rest of your day. Back up to you guys.
Okay, thank you much, Grant. I think he'd have to say, I'm feeling good. Baby mama. As we continue with the gang coming down the parade route here, you see Andy Kottkamp and his wife Tam in that beautiful pink Cadillac. That is gorgeous. Eric Holmberg behind the wheel there.
And Kristen.
Next up, we have the Appalarian Chancellor Brian Campbell and his wife, Lady Jody. Appalarian's the official hosting organization of the Apple Blossom Festival, also sponsored the Queen's $6,000 scholarship. 2018 marks 59 years of the Wenatchee Appalarians, that is. Brian and Jody riding in a 2002 Lexus SC430 driven by Gary Deshane.
And following them, let's hear it for the sponsors of the Washington State Apple Blossom Grand Parade, Stemilt Growers and their founding family, the Mathesons. West and his family are driving in a 1967 VW Ladybug, while brother Tate and family follow in a Polaris Ranger. The Cherry King and West and Tate's father, Kyle Matheson, is also following behind in the Polaris Ranger with his mother, Lorraine, and White Jam. The Mathesons, Eric, did you know this, have owned and operated Stemilt since 1964 and have grown apples, pears, and cherries in the Wenatchee Valley since the early 1900s.
I love their involvement.
I love it too. We couldn't do this parade without them.
Absolutely. And here we go, our Grand Marshals for this year's parade, Clyde and Ruth Ballard. They have been involved in the fruit industry and community since their youth. Clyde, a transplant from Arkansas, went to Wenatchee, became the Golden Apple Marching Band drum major in 1954. Ruth very involved in their church. They were married in 1955. In 67, they founded Ballard Ambulance. Clyde became one of the first EMTs in the state. When Clyde was elected to the state legislature, they sold the business to their sons. They've been recognized both locally and nationally for their leadership roles in community involvement, and I can't think of a better Grand Marshal
they are just
than to
perfect.
have Clyde
They are
and Ruth
so
Ballard.
community oriented and just have servants' hearts.
Right after them, another marching band, Julie.
Here we go. Up next is the Ephrata High School Marching Band performing the classic Earth, Wind, and Fire hit, September.
There's Megan right in the middle of the band. Careful, Megan! Well, she's braver than I was last night at the Classic Chassis Parade.
I think band people move quicker than cars do.
Next up, Wenatchee Eagles, a tradition in our valley since 1902. Through every decade, they've been there to support our community. This year, they celebrated 116th year of people helping people. If you're interested in joining this amazing group of volunteers and supporting charities, go to WenatcheeEagles.wixsite.com. Everybody all festooned and waving to the crowd here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade, and our second float,
Our second float is from the city of Kelowna, British Columbia. Let's hear it for Kelowna. The Spirit of the Lake was redesigned in 2016 with an emphasis of going back to a retro look of past parade floats of Ogopogo and also with some native influence. The float showcases the legendary Ogopogo swimming through the waters of Okanagan Lake and the city's official flower, the sunflower.
That's great. The float, even the head rotates back and forth for Ogopogo.
Isn't that amazing?
I believe Ogopogo could exist.
I do.
Same as the Loch Ness Monster.
I do.
I mean, we're finding these species of animals we thought were extinct long ago all the time. So why not?
Why not?
Have a serpent-style, dinosaurish lizard swimming around in Lake Okanagan.
It works for me. I looked for him the last time I was up at Lake Okanagan, because you never know.
This is true.
So
I like how they combine it, though. They got the sunflower on the back there, too, of the floats.
I know that people often will complain that floats aren't as grand or as big as they used to be, but I also don't know if they understand how expensive they are to build, to drive, to decorate. It's really has become quite expensive. So
can I say it's a racket?
I can either confirm or deny that statement.
Okay, gotcha.
But we appreciate every community who brings their float to the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival.
Absolutely.
The Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
Nearly 100 entries into this year's parade. And, of course, 99th festival this year, 100th festival next year. I'm sure we'll get that 100 mark for the entries into the parade. I mean, you can only have so much up at Triangle Park to set it all up.
But I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of entry 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. Because there's going to be past royalty and past director generals and lots of a lot of us oldie moldies are coming back for that parade next year. So.
Now, following the City of Kelowna float from BC, we have Molina Healthcare. Founded over 35 years ago today, it's the biggest Medicaid provider in the state. Molina is pleased to continue providing whole person care to over 140,000 Apple Health members. members. Molina's own Dr. Cleo, happy to be celebrating with everyone in the Wenatchee Valley, and wishes everybody a happy apple blossom. Andy's right. There's so many people. This is the biggest crowd I've seen in a long time.
It is. It's nice. As soon as our cameras turn up the street, oh my gosh, here we go. I love me a horse. Here comes the 2018 Hispanos Unidos, brought together in part by Atlantic Roofing and Siding, presenting charros and dancing horses with Mexican traditional, cultural, and live music experience.
And happy Cinco de Mayo, by the way.
Ah, see. Same to you.
Here's the Judge's Choice Award for equestrian.
Yes.
Look at these gorgeous gowns on these ladies on the backs of these beautiful horses.
Beautiful horses. I have promised my Princess Adele that one year we will ride horses in this parade.
Oh, really?
Well, that's her dream, not mine, but I just said I'd help her out, I think.
You can hear the hooves on the street level down here on Orondo Avenue. I love this.
They're just beautiful.
Oh, see, the horses see that red stripe, and it does affect some of them. They're like, I don't know about this. You can see them put their head down and take a close look at it.
It's very interesting that horses would be so influenced by color.
Yes. And supposedly supposed to be colorblind.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to somebody about rods and cones on that one. Gorgeous horses. And quite a contingent here.
I was going to say, you would never know this many horses are in the Wenatchee Valley.
Exactly. Hispanos Unidos with their entry in the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade coming down Orondo Avenue. We're high atop the Bella Bistro from our location, broadcast location. Thanks to the Bella Bistro for providing us their rooftop again. Also thanks to Star Rentals for the scissor lift to get Dan up there nice and tall and to get us up and all the equipment up here. And of course, thanks to Nancy's Party Rentals and Dina for providing us a little coverage over our heads here with a canopy here for our broadcast location between Julie and myself. And oh, look at not just the horses, but the saddles and all the intricate accoutrements.
They're beautiful.
And a lot of work with these horses. Beautiful.
I always wanted a horse until I found out from my parents that I would have to take care of it and feed it every morning.
Yes.
Like, yeah, no, I've changed my mind.
Yeah, and speaking of taking care of it, there's also the back end of it, too.
Yes, there is.
Which
that
we
part.
have a crew taking care of that as well here on the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Next up, we have the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, the emergency response vehicle used by the Sheriff's Office, tactical team, or SRT, high-risk law enforcement situations. The ERV was a surplus from the U.S. Air Force. Much of the work to make it useful for civilian use was done on a volunteer basis by dedicated deputies. The Special Operations Center was purchased with a grant from the Army Corps of Engineers. Multi-purpose mobile command post has been used all over north central Washington. It's a multi-agency role. It's been used at major crime scenes, fires, and to support local events. The ERV features state-of-the-art communications, video feeds, and computer capabilities. So they're watching us while we're watching them.
I think they probably are. It's quite the vehicle.
That's serious business right
That's
there.
very serious
You
business.
see that coming, just raise your hands and drop
Yeah.
your guns.
Do
It's
not
over.
run.
It's over.
And now please welcome Apple Citizen of the Year, Todd Freihofer. Todd is a native of Wenatchee who has worked for several leading apple packing companies over the past 30 years. 10 of those years were spent as president of his own marketing business. During that time, Todd played a key role in expanding varietal access to China and increasing the export trade value by 60%. Today, China has proven to be one of Washington's top 5 export destinations. Thank you, Todd, for all you do for our Valley's industry. Todd is being driven by his son, Reed Freihofer, in their 1968 Firebird. And right now on our screen, Eric, who is this?
It's another band. It's the Hoquiam High Grizzly Marching Band. Band travels extensively throughout the Pacific Northwest, Western United States, and Canada. Proud to represent their school and community with the tradition of pride and excellence wherever they go. The band's under the direction of Susan Peters and is assisted by Brenda McCoy. Drum majors are Chloe Graham and Mariah Fuller. Today's Grand Parade performances include The Edge of Glory by Lady Gaga and Confident by Demi Lovato. Over 1/3 of the student body enrolled in the music program at Hoquiam High School. I think Grant's going to go over and try to find some more folks. He's got the Town Toyota Center truck right in front of him, so let's go down to Grant.
All right, we're down on the street again. My buddy's in here, Mark Miller. We're moving, Mark. How you doing?
Go Wild, BCHL champs, won again.
How about that? That's got to be so exciting.
All of Canada Cup is next.
It starts when, Mark?
In Chilliwack next week, same week as the rodeo, we'll be here.
So how many parades have you been in now since you've been in town?
Not near enough.
Good answer, Mark. Have a good time. See you later. Back up to you guys.
All right, and we can talk about the Town Toyota
Yes,
Center.
we can. They are pleased to bring you the 10th year celebration at the arena, featuring highlights from concerts, youth hockey tournaments, ice skating competitions, trade shows, and events from the decade. Come celebrate their 10th year anniversary the first week of October. And if I was correct, Eric, I saw that they may have won an award. I think it was an award for specialty units.
Oh, no kidding.
There was a banner that was, oh, see, there it is.
Well, they've got the GS Long, what do you call that, windsock puppet? I'm not
Yes.
sure what you call those.
But in the following truck, we have someone like actually
riding
a mechanical bull.
Oh my gosh. Well,
So
that
this
is
is
coming up
serious stuff.
next week at the Town Toyota Center. If you haven't seen Hell on Hooves, you're missing out. It is quite something. And they haul in a whole bunch of dirt and a whole bunch of back-end results of cattle and things like that to the Town Toyota Center. And it is fun to go watch. Scary as all get out,
Yes.
especially that bull poker.
Oh my.
Where the guys sit playing
Yes.
cards and they turn a bull loose live in the arena. That's craziness talk here. But GS Long, longtime company here in the
Yes.
Wenatchee Valley. We're happy to have them as part of the Apple Blossom Festival. And of course, the Town Toyota Center. You know, we didn't have the Town Toyota Center. We wouldn't have that sheet of ice. We wouldn't have the Wenatchee Wild. We would not have a BCHL or a Doyle Cup champion.
Exactly.
So there you go. Oh, he's talking about it right now.
Then we'll start at 7:30. Come on early.
I love how they say, gotta have ice water in your veins.
Well, I'm pretty sure you do to get on any of those animals in a rodeo. I always wanted to ride a horse and do the barrel racing. That was always my dream back in the day.
You can still do that.
No, it's way past that. That's when I was like 10 years old.
Oh, we see Seafarer just a little bit away here. But first, we've got the library.
We do.
As they're waiting to cross the sidewalk here. As we watch the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on the NCW Live channel.
I'm
Yes.
guessing that we've seen some slowdown, and I'm thinking maybe some of the floats are having issues turning the corner down onto Wenatchee Avenue. It's kind of a tight turn. So
it is a tighter turn. Absolutely. So we've got the NCW Regional Library. We can talk about that. The North Central Regional Library Bookmobile serves rural schools, assisted living facilities, and communities throughout its 5-county service area. Saw it last night up close and personal in the Classic Chassis Parade in East Wenatchee, and it's out here again today. And now, can you imagine riding a mechanical bull throughout an entire parade route?
No.
Well, I can't imagine riding a mechanical
No.
bull to begin with.
No.
Let alone going down a parade route in the back of a rig.
And going in circles.
Circles, yeah. No.
Not me. No, thank you.
You go down to the carnival. We love the carnival that is here, but you're not going to find me on any rides. I know, I'm a stick in the mud. What can I say? Oh, Grant is out here again. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's go down to Grant. Grant Olson.
All right, back down street level here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade, and we are with maybe one of the most enthusiastic people that I've seen so far at the parade day. Sue, thanks for joining us.
Hi, how are you?
You love this, don't you?
I do. I enjoy it. I've done it for 30 plus years.
What do you love so much about it?
The community. I love the whole thing. It's like, gosh, we have so much fun. And it's like, I'm excited.
And this is your sister?
Yes, it's my sister Yvonne.
You guys, I understand, have been in the same spot for how long?
30 years.
30 years.
30 years.
This same spot?
Same spot.
That takes some fortitude.
Oh, yes. Well, and also you have to, like, make sure that you follow the rules, too.
And
because
you have a little bit of a tie to Eric Grandstrom.
Eric used to live right next to my mom.
Yep.
There you go. Eric's waving.
He interviewed our mom, who was here when our niece was Apple Blossom Queen in 2003, Nicole Hankins.
Yep.
And so he got to interview the Queen's mom that year.
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
It was awesome.
Ladies, thanks so much for being with us, and have a great day.
Happy Apple Blossom.
You too. Back up to you.
All right, thanks, Grant. Boy, that took me back a few years.
Oh, well, now on your screen, please welcome the Seattle Seafair Commodores, led by 2018 Commandant Gary Steinberg and First Lady Carla. The Commodores are celebrating over 60 years as the Seafair Festival Goodwill Ambassadors. They are a nonprofit made up of volunteers who represent the greater Seattle area on behalf of Seafair throughout the Northwest. They work throughout the year supporting the Seafair Foundation, Seafair Scholarship Program for Women, and community projects. The Commodores are proud to be one of 5 volunteer Seafair families and descend from the original group of community leaders who first dreamed of Seattle Waterside Festival in the 1940s. The Seafair Torchlight Parade is July 28th with Seafair August 3rd through the 5th, in case anyone was wondering.
I love hydroplane racing. Ever since I was a kid growing up in Western Washington, it was the thing. I mean, it was, you tuned in King 5 on the weekend of Hydroplane Seafair weekend, and you'd watch the hydroplanes run around and the Atlas van lines and the Miss Budweiser and all the classics. And we were kids, we used to have wooden hydroplanes that we'd tow behind our bicycles. We'd put them on a string and tow them behind our bicycles. And oh man, it was just so much fun. Well, we're coming to you live from the top of Bella Bistro here on the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade for 2018, the 99th festival happening here. Hi, everybody. Hi on top. Oh, by the way, we're not just on TV today, Julie. We're on Facebook, too. So go ahead and make a comment on Facebook and tell us what you're doing. If you're enjoying the festival so far, by the way, if you're trying to get downtown, you can't really get downtown right now. Because we've got a lot of the streets are blocked off. So if you're trying to get to the south end or to the north end of town, you might want to go the East Wenatchee route.
I think that probably would be
Highway
wise.
28. But, you know, actually, this is perfect weather for the festival and the parade today. Don't have a hot sunshine. The temperatures are pretty good. And really, we're doing okay. I think Grant is with our Commodores here for Seafair. So let's we'll try to get Grant's attention here real quick and see if he's ready to go. And Grant, go ahead.
All right, joining us now from Seattle. You got to be loving this weather, right?
It's just gorgeous. I like it.
Part of the Seattle Seafair Commodores. And how long have you been coming to the Apple Blossom Festival?
Forever. This is my 8th trip.
8th trip.
Yeah.
What makes it so much fun to you coming from the west side besides the weather?
It's nice. And the people over here are really cool. I have more friends I've met from our circle of festivals that we attend in Wenatchee than any other place.
So when's Seafair? Tell us about that coming up.
Seafair's coming up. It's on the dates on the side of the truck there. July 27th through August something, where we have the boat races, we have the Fleet Week, we have the air show, we have a lot of other events, the big marathons. It's just a lot of fun.
Thanks for being here and have a great day. Back upstairs.
All right, thank you much, Grant. Yes, Seafair Torchlight Parade, which is always fun on the 28th.
It is fun.
Of July. We have do we have the Queen float in that? Sometimes we do. I know
sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But I don't see. Usually the Commodores would be with the Seafair float. So.
Well, I meant our Apple Blossom float in the Torchlight
we
Parade.
Do. Yes, we do.
So we always get a little love from Cairo over in Seattle, and Steve Rabel for doing the broadcast.
And you know, those nighttime parades really are fun to be in.
Yeah.
Because they put lights on the float, and it's just a whole different feel. So.
And I've been a part of a few lighted parades on boats on water, and that is really a special time. And I don't know if we still have our drone up and running. Are we up top or? see the drone anywhere. I don't know if we lost the drone signal or if we had an issue with the batteries there, but we're about 45 minutes into the parade, and we're shortly into the parade as far as our numbers are concerned. So whatever the issue might be down the parade route, I'm not sure. I haven't seen delays like this before.
No, I haven't either.
Not this significant.
And we don't have a radio, so we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's probably a couple of breakdowns along the way. So as the parade starts to come back down our way, just a reminder that our broadcast today brought to you in part by the Antique Mall of Cashmere. Come find your treasure. Apple Valley Honda and Automoca. What's your Automoca emergency? And we really appreciate the sponsors to help us bring you this broadcast here on the NCW Life Channel. And is that a float or is that an actual boat? I think it's an actual boat.
I think it's an actual boat that's been decorated.
As the bookmobile is on our screen right now, brightly colored bookmobile for the North Central Regional Library.
Check out a book. Read a book.
Read a book. I saw somebody reading a book while driving the other day.
Well,
I wish you wouldn't do that. Drive first and then get to your location and then read your book. That would work a little bit better.
I wonder who this is on our screen.
I think that's the mayor. How did you like his entry into the luncheon the other day?
My brother Frank, what can I say?
Goodness, that was classic. And here we go.
It's a better view of our Seattle Commodores, Seattle Seafair Commodores.
I think that is a float. No, that's a boat that they've cut the bottom off, and they've made a float out of it. Because there would be a lot much more under the water line there in that particular boat. So that's well done. The SS Commodore, passport to paradise. Yes, good to see you, sir. And following the Seafair entry, Julie, I'll let you go ahead and introduce Brother Frank.
Frank Kuntz has been the mayor of the city of Wenatchee since January 1st, 2012. He is now serving his second four-year term. Mayor Kuntz is a certified public accountant and has been licensed to practice in the state of Washington since 1986. Frank and Chrissy are riding today in a 2005 Mercedes-Benz driven by Jerry Anderson.
Jerry tried to run me over in the classic chassis last night.
He was
dangerous. Aiming for me. He was.
Yeah.
And following the mayor, we have East Wenatchee Mayor Steve Lacey being driven today in a 1996 Celine Mustang driven by Mark Deshane. Got the Deshane family all over the parade today. Welcome to Steve Lacey, recovering nicely from knee replacement surgery. And good to have, I wish I knew who was with him. Probably granddaughters,
I'm
maybe?
guessing those are grandkids.
Okay, very nice.
And here comes the Manson High School Trojan Marching Band. They are proud to be here at the Wenatchee Apple Blossom Grand Parade. This is an annual experience for them, and this year the band is marching to the music of Bruno Mars.
And right in front of them, real quick before we get by them, the NCW Alliance FC, women's semi-pro soccer team right here in the Wenatchee Valley. They have a game tomorrow, 2 o'clock against Capital FC in the Apple Bowl. So go cheer on our local women's soccer team right here in the Wenatchee Valley. That game time again, 2 o'clock tomorrow in the Apple Bowl. Now here comes the Manson Band.
We never know which camera angle we're going to see, so.
Let's listen in to the Manson Marching Band as they come down Orondo Avenue here during the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Doing a good job representing. And next up, of course, following Manson's band, we have the Manson Apple Blossom Fever Floats. Queen Alyssa Lamar and Princesses Addie Torgeson and Selena Mendoza and Diochi Cervantes are Manson's 2018 royalty. Their festival is next weekend. The royalty escorted today by seniors Cody Amsden, Joe Strecker, Ben Charlton, and Ramiro Lopez.
I love the Manson Apple Blossom Festival. It's just small and quaint and just fun. And
I love Manson in general. If you haven't taken the time to drive up, make that drive to Manson on the north shore of Lake Chelan, a little bit out of Chelan town itself, and just a great, friendly place to go visit. And they're doing the YMCA.
I like it.
aren't trying to do the YMCA along the parade route, especially now that they're stopped. And this next person coming in the parade deserves every accolade you could place upon her.
Does. This is our Lehman Johnson Award winner, Janice Lowell. She's the volunteer work and commitment to the festival and community is just, I can't even begin to tell you how many different things Janice does for us. Janice and her husband Chuck are riding down the parade route in a 1966 Ford Mustang driven by Dennis Johnson. Janice is a fellow Lion, Wenatchee Central Lions Club, and she's one of the hardest workers and volunteers that I know. She's amazing.
Next up, we have an equestrian coming down the parade route. Coulee City Last Stand Rodeo Queen Annabelle Booth would like to invite you all to the 66th Annual Parade and Rodeo Memorial Weekend. Bolorama Friday night, Cow Pie Jog and Parade Saturday morning, 7 p.m. Rodeo that night, 2 p.m. Rodeo on Sunday in Coulee City.
Sounds good. Here comes the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, and Sheriff Brian Burnett would like to voice his appreciation for the support of our citizens to provide the Sheriff's Office what is an honor it is for their men and women to serve the citizens and the visitors of Chelan County. And somewhere riding with Sheriff Burnett is the Sheriff's Office 10-year-old 2018 Chief for a Day honoree, Keegan Watts.
I love that program. There's Keegan right in front of us here, right on the sidewalk stripe. Keegan, Chief for a Day. He got a bonus. Got to ride in the parade.
That's exciting.
Me? That's fantastic. Chief for a Day program is always the first day of the festival at noon on Thursday. And if you have not been to Memorial Park to see that and to feel that just atmosphere and get the chills of what they do for these kids that are just battling more than any child should ever have to face in any lifetime, let alone being a child.
There he is.
Hey, Keegan.
Happy Apple Blossom, Keegan.
He's doing a great job. The Chelan County Sheriff's Marine Patrol right behind that. And that's helping to keep the waters of Chelan County. There's a lot of water in Chelan County.
There's a lot of water.
Thinking about the river, you start thinking about Lake Chelan and Lake Wenatchee and all of our bodies of water. So thanks to the Chelan. And then you've got, they don't list them here, but Search and Rescue does a great job of taking care of those who find themselves in a dire situation remotely here in north central Washington. Got a little gap in the parade route here, and Grant's going to go over and try to find somebody else to talk to. So we'll talk to Grant real quick as soon as he finds somebody. He's looking for somebody right now. He's looking for a victim, I think. I think what he might do is talk to Senator Brad Hawkins as he comes down the parade route. Yeah, let's go to Grant. He's got to talk with the senator. Grant?
Catch up with Senator Brad Hawkins. Hey, Senator, how you doing?
Hey, it's great. It's an awesome parade. Yeah.
Homegrown boy, this has got to be a special time for you.
Apple Blossom is always fun. I'm here with my wife, Shauna, my two boys, Luke and Tyler. Luke ran the Apple Blossom run this morning, so we had to do a little bit of coordination. Had my wife at the... Yeah, and he won, but my wife was at the finish line, and we all kind of got back together here for in the car, and off we are. So
I've asked a lot of people today, what makes this festival in general so special?
What I think makes it so special are all the people. You know, it's really a community event, and you see all the people who help put it on and support it, and you know, through the sponsorships and all the people who go out of their way to make it special, and it brings all the talent of the community together, and so it's really exciting. It's really exciting to see that, and it's a source of pride, and it's a way to honor, you know, our heritage, our agricultural economy, and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. So.
Absolutely right, and have fun, you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Senator Hawkins riding in a 1976 Cadillac Eldorado driven by Marilyn Johansson. Beautiful car.
Yes.
Good to see the senator.
And right following him is 12th District State Representative Mike Steele. Mike is honored and privileged to represent the great people of North Central Washington, and he is riding today in a 2014 Porsche Boxster driven by owner Tom Bellamy. It's a sweet little car.
Do a big hand to the Kennedy Valley High School marching band. You can see why
Senator Steele Senator, I should say, Representative Steele doing a great job in Olympia representing the 12th District.
Always an Apple Blossom Parade favorite.
And we have another band coming our way. This is the Kennedy Catholic High School Lancer Marching Band, a rich tradition of excellence, and they've received over 20 trophies over the past 5 years. Drum majors are Noah Werner and Kaylee Mans. Color guard instructors are Andrea Filer and Shauna Alzarez. Kennedy Catholic is located near SeaTac Airport in Burien. The band director is Mr. Dan Fisher. Welcome in the Kennedy Catholic Lancer Marching Band and Flag Team from Burien. Traditional music played by the Kennedy.
Yes, I was just
Catholic
thinking,
marching
I love a good band, marching band.
Here come the Shriners.
Here come the Shriners. The Masadas Shriners having fun with their mini cars. They support Shriners Hospitals for Children, which offers care to children regardless of the patient or the family's ability to pay. They are always so cute in those little mini cars.
And they whip around. You got to kind of watch for them. Especially those that are trying to cross the parade route right now.
That would be kind of fun to ride the parade route in.
It would, yes. I don't know how much fuel those things hold.
Well,
Can't be that much.
It can't be that much.
Holy cow, look out. He's coming racing down the parade route. Oh, he's slapping high fives as well. Goodness. My parent comes out at me and I get a little nervous. As you see, what a gorgeous view here of the parade route right across from the Chelan County Courthouse, as all the people on the hillside over by the courthouse watching the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Next up, down the parade route, biggest celebration in our state, the Washington State Fair. From agriculture and the amazing concerts, this float celebrates the talents from every corner of our state. I think we already all ready to make our way to Puyallup for the scone and some serious family fun. It's August 31st through September 23rd, month long basically. The fair opens Friday of Labor Day weekend. And you have quite a float, quite a mix on that float, don't you?
You do. But, you know, you got to do the Puyallup.
Got Bigfoot.
Look at that.
A milking cow. And the state is apples.
Yes,
I like that.
I like that as well.
Very nice. How about them apples, baby? We have another parade entrant coming up and another winner.
Award winner. Looks like a first place specialty unit. And this is a fairly long entry when we get to it.
And look at everybody rising to their feet here. This is fantastic. This will give you chills, folks.
So well. Coming into view is the Washington State Fallen Heroes Project, which is a tribute to the men and women from Washington State that have made the ultimate sacrifice during military operations in Iraq and Afghanistan since 2002. The project was started by Kim Colas Spokane Valley after her son, Marine Corporal Morris, was killed by an IED in Baghdad, Iraq in January of 2007. It is her wish that all of our fallen heroes from Washington State be remembered for their duty to country and sacrifice for our freedom. The entry consists of the Washington Fallen Heroes Memorial, followed by Gold Star Family, parents of a fallen hero carrying their child's banner, and a moving tribute to their son or daughter. Next, over 275 individual banners that depict a Washington State fallen hero along with their branch of service, dates of birth and death, and hometown. Carrying these banners are local students, community groups, sports teams, and military veterans. And boy, if you're not choked up right now,
I know the Wenatchee local FC, the football club, Matt Wisen and all those folks, there's a lot of those kids that are carrying these banners right now. And he said you cannot not get choked up and get a tear in your eye as you walk down the parade route holding the images of these folks who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. These are sons and daughters and husbands and wives, sons, grandsons, granddaughters,
brothers and sisters,
that are no longer with us, but being remembered here in the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
This 1961 match, BB61, has been completely restored.
Very moving.
Mobile Free Service. Mobile Free Service is your local mobile match cover.
And thank everybody, every veteran out there, for your service to our country. Our coverage here on the NCW Life Channel is brought to you in part by Allville Fruit Company, home of Gee Whiz, where passion meets flavor. Also by Bay Equity Home Loans, your home for loans, and Boswell's Home Furnishings. Your vision is their passion at Boswell's Home Furnishings. Next up, we've got a 1961 Mack B61, completely restored in-house at Mobile Fleet Service. Mobile Fleet Service, your local Volvo, Mack, Cummins, and Isuzu dealer, and specializing in heavy and medium-duty diesel truck parts and service. Look at that 1961 Mack in just immaculate condition.
It's quite a truck.
We appreciate Mobile Fleet Service for all they do here in the Wenatchee Valley. Big part of our Stemilt Growers Grand Parade here on Rondo Avenue. Special partnership that we have with the Rosarian, or the
yes.
Is it the Rosarians?
It is the
Yeah,
Rosarians.
the Rosarians.
Please
Okay.
welcome from Portland, Oregon, the Royal Rosarians. They are led by Prime Minister Adam Baker and Lady Lauren. The Royal Rosarians are the City of Portland's official greeters and ambassadors of goodwill by mayoral decree. They march today in their traditional white wool suits and straw hats, as they have since 1912. The Rosarians are an all-volunteer organization of 280 members dedicated to community service and promoting the greater Portland area while honoring their legacy rich in tradition and pageantry. The Portland Rose Festival runs May 25th through June 9th. Always happy to see them here at Apple Blossom.
Those are wool suits.
Yes, they are.
Oh, I'm sure they're thankful we don't have a hot, sunny day today.
Yes.
Even if it's white, that's still going to be warm on a hot, sunny day. And if you drive around Portland, I didn't know about the rose tradition in Portland until I started driving around in Portland and had that in the back of my head. And they've planted roses all over the place.
Yes. In fact, I have a rose that I was given when I was Director General.
Next up, we've got the Ellensburg Rodeo Royal Court. Queen Erin Richens, Princess Michaela Montgomery, and Princess Caitlin Koslerich. These three young ladies will promote not only the great sport of rodeo, but their own Ellensburg Rodeo, which is one of the top 20 outdoor rodeos in the country. The Ellensburg Rodeo, held every Labor Day weekend since 1923, will run from Friday, August 31st through Monday, September 3rd. Rodeo will kick off with Joe Diffie on Thursday, August 30th. Tickets on sale now. For information on the Ellensburg Rodeo, call their ticket office at 800-637-2444 or visit ellensburgrodeo.com.
Eric, why do those horses have a trailer that's better than my car?
Yeah, I know.
Those are good, great treatment for their horses. And right now you can see the Ellensburg Rodeo posse.
Oh, we've got
we're back to the royalty.
Little hesitation on the royalty
it's the
horses. They see the red stripe again. So if they get one of the horses to go, the others will follow. There we go.
Okay.
And now the others will follow. It's like, okay, all right, it's all right. They had to be shown first that it's okay. Shown. And an award here for the best equestrian group following the royalty here from Ellensburg Rodeo. That's a lot of leather work right there.
It is a lot of leather work. There they are. There's the Ellensburg Rodeo posse. They are the oldest posse in the state. For over 75 years, they have been promoting the Ellensburg Rodeo, as well as sponsoring 2 youth horse shows and a junior rodeo. They also sponsor 3 $800 scholarships to high school seniors. The posse participates in 7 parades parades each year around the state. The yellow shirts are famous throughout the Northwest, and leading the group are Captain Rick Gerhardt and drill master Brian Fleming. Tell you, these are the most beautiful horses.
No more pleasant ride than being on the back of a quarter horse.
Speaking of horses, today is the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to set my DVR.
Oh, you'll be home in plenty of time to watch
all right.
the real race.
If you promise.
I promise. Like 3 or 3:30-ish.
Dan Lewis had a nice conversation the other day in the All-Service Club Luncheon about working in Louisville, Kentucky, and getting a chance to cover. Can you imagine that as a broadcaster to have that chance to cover the Kentucky Derby? That's
pretty amazing.
It is. Next up, Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce presents the 2017 Business of the Year Pacific Engineering and Design. Please welcome Kara Raftery, Funding Specialist, and Executive Assistant, Julie Foss, Office Manager, and Jennifer Hinson, Administrative Assistant. The 2017 Business of the Year with the Wenatchee Chamber of Commerce.
Yay. And do we get Sage in there?
We didn't get Sage in there.
I don't know. Oh, that was, I think, in that little blue car. Possibly was their Executive Director, Jessica Johnson. So a shout out to her.
There she goes.
Yes.
All right, missed that one almost. Next up, we've got the West Valley High School Eagle Marching Band, pleased to be a part of the 2018 Apple Blossom Festival Parade. Always their honor for them to join us here in Wenatchee, also much warmer than in Spokane. Special thanks to the entire community for always making them feel so welcome, and a huge thanks to the staff at Foothills Middle School for allowing them to sleep on the gym floor and to take a shower. So West Valley High School band directors Jim Laux, drum majors are Tara Fetters and Jake Costner. The staff includes Lori Alsberger, Sean Anderson, and Ashley Bell. Nothing like sleeping on the gym floor and then getting up for a parade. Now, thank goodness they're young.
Yes.
They can do that.
Well, you know, that used to be the tradition. Even back in the 70s, most of the bands would come the night before if it was out of town. But school liability and other things have gotten in the way.
Our coverage here on the NCW Live Channel brought to you in part by Collins Fashions in downtown Wenatchee, welcoming spring, and Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso on Highway 97 north of Orondo. Also by Merry Maids. Relax, it's done. It's Merry Maids. Overcast skies, temperatures in the 70s. A beautiful day for our final weekend of the 99th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. If you want to find out any information about the festival, go online to appleblossom.org and especially download their festival app so you can find out what's happening.
Yes. On your screen right now is Regency Wenatchee Rehabilitation, which offers skilled nursing and long-term care while focusing on the unique qualities of each individual in a compassionate and caring environment. Their experienced team of nursing, dietary, social services, therapy, and therapeutic recreation, and certified nursing assistants provide physician-directed care based on the needs of each individual. Regency Nursing of Wenatchee.
There are sea monsters. Ogo, Ogo.
What an honor for her to be in the parade route. Probably, can you imagine that conversation? Okay, now, we want to push you down the parade route in your chair.
In your chair.
You're going to be fine. Just wave.
And we hoped she really did say yes, and she wasn't just,
exactly. Exactly.
Voluntold.
Yes. Next up, we've got the Penticton Peach Festival celebrating its 71st year of fun in the sun. Visit between August 8th and the 12th and check out their what all the fuss is about. Great vendors, fun rides, motocross displays, the grand parade, all sorts of free family-friendly entertainment. Come on, you never know what you might meet. Maybe the Ogopogo, the legendary sea monster, as the Penticton Peach Festival floats.
Well, I don't see waste management.
Yeah,
Eric.
they're right in front of us. We just don't have them on camera right now. But we can mention waste management.
We can.
There's the back
There's
of their
waste
truck.
management. They are your environmental solutions provider, North Central Washington. Oh, look what we have next, Eric.
I
Another
love
band.
it. Cascade High School Kodiak Marching Band from Leavenworth. The band's been representing their high school since the 1950s, performing in concerts, parades, as well as supporting CHS athletes in varsity football and basketball games throughout the year. Drum major Chris Ortiz, assisted by junior drum major Jacqueline Guzman Garcia. Drumline captains Brian James. The band's director is James Mitsuyasu. It's the Kodiak Marching Band. Now we see these colored apples along the street here. Each band is given a particular color that they are to perform at when they hit that mark.
Yes.
Oh, and of course, following the Leavenworth band, we're going to have the Leavenworth entry into the parade,
We
too.
do. We had the Autumn Leaf Festival float. Kiffin Fishborn is our 2018 Royal Lady, and the Autumn Leaf Ambassadors invite you to enter Chelan County via Leavenworth. The gateway to sunshine. Nestled in the Cascades, their Bavarian village enjoys 300 days of sunshine each year and offers family fun and mountains of memories. Make plans to visit the Autumn Leaf Festival September 28th through the 30th.
And I think Grant's going to go try to grab our own Diana.
All right, down on the
Zumini.
street once again. I have a burning question that I need to ask. What's it like to wear lederhosen?
Hot.
Is it hot? Yeah, you like today it's hot?
Even then.
So Autumn Leaf Festival coming up, right? September.
September, last weekend in September.
Were you making the float today?
You bet.
How long did it take you?
Oh, we just finished it off about a half hour, 45 minutes.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
So tell us about the chicken dance.
Well,
you love it? Is it liberating?
Well, it's liberating for sure.
It's covering the whole length of the parade.
It's a long parade.
Well, have a great day.
Thank you.
See you later. Back upstairs.
I think they'll have to get a hold of Guinness to see if that's the longest chicken dance in the history of chicken dance, to do it a whole parade route. Our coverage here of the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade is brought to you by Schmidt Electric, serving the West since 1960. Also by Tacos Chavas in the mall and in Eniat, and Golfer's Edge moving to the Highlander coming up in June. Well, we next have the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center 2018 King and Queen Glenn and Miriam Kelly. They were at the All Service Club luncheon.
They were.
Just so sweet, so cute.
So cute.
They'll be waving from a classic 1912 Model T4 driven by Dr. Fred Deal. And here you come, the Senior Activity Center King and Queen Glenn
Aren't
and
they
Miriam
cute?
Kelly. I want to sing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I don't know if that's the right vintage or not, but it kind of reminds
It works.
me of that. And look at the crowns they have. Goodness.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to protest. Coming into view now is the Chewelah Community Float. Winds of the east, mist coming in like something is brewing and about to begin. Hang on to your kites and umbrellas, ladies and gentlemen, and please welcome the 2018 Chewelah Community Float, a spoonful of sugar. Chewelah's distinguished young women, Ursula Becken, Emma Larson, and Jaden Letterman are splendid and practically perfect in every way. They invite you to visit Chewelah during Chautauqua, one of the oldest and longest running summer festivals in Eastern Washington. Enjoy food and merriment, free stage entertainment, sports, shopping, the carnival parade, and much more at the Chewelah City Park, July 12th through the 15th.
Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is a private nonprofit organization with a mission to serve the community through education, protection, and pet adoption. WVHS continues its mission by taking care of displaced pets, rescued, injured, or lost animals, providing spay and neuter programs, investigating cruelties, and finding homes for the orphaned animals. Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, governed by a board of directors, private citizens with a shared vision to create a compassionate community for pets and for the people who love them. And of course, Megan McPherson, who's down there street level, that's her camera view right now.
Yeah.
She does our Pet of the Week each week on the NCW Life channel. So be sure and watch that here on the NCW Life channel. Or I think that one she just went by. She had that one featured on the NCW Life channel with the Pet of the Week. Megan does a great job with that. And the Humane Society does a great job.
Yes, they do.
Taking care of the animals here in North Central Washington.
I always get my pets from the Humane Society.
We have John Magnus in the back of a convertible here. He is the Teacher of the Year for the North Central Educational Service District. just an amazing man who's done an incredible work out of Wenatchee High School. I mean, this guy is, he's written a book. I mean, he's just all over the place and just does a fantastic job.
Yes, he does.
And another band, Julie.
Yes, we do. You can hear them, and now you can see them. The South Kitsap Marching Band from Port Orchard, Washington. Drum major, senior drum major, Katie Burkhalter, junior drum major, Emily Cohen, and field marshals, Jacob Coughlin. This year's song selections are Queen Opener and Crazy Little Thing.
Lucky to have the South Kitsap Band. They are all over the place and have been participating in parades throughout the Northwest.
Yes, there is a long list of things that I did not get a chance to read. They've actually been to the 2010 Tournament of Roses Parade in Pasadena. They've been at Husky Band Day, Macy's Parade Day in Seattle, Victoria Parade Day in Canada. They're all over the place.
Jody Salisbury is the 2018 Miss East Cascades Ambassador, representing Chelan, Douglas, Okanagan, Kittitas, and Grant counties. She's a senior at Central Washington University, majoring in music education. The Miss East Cascades Scholarship Organization provides scholarship money for higher education and is the pre-qualifier for Miss Washington. Jody's being driven by Diane Ritter in her 2005 Mitsubishi Eclipse. Hello, Jody. Another squad of people crossing Orondo Avenue in front of Port Townsend and the Rhodey Festival.
Yes. Coming into view, the Jefferson County Rhododendron Festival is taking flight off to Rhodey Land, straight out of a fairy tale, Fly Far Away with Queen Ashley and her magical ship, as Princess Desiree, Lacey, and Skyana fly alongside her. Queen Ashley and Princess Skyana are juniors at Port Townsend High School, and Princesses Desiree and Lacey are juniors at Chimacum High School. The Rhododendron Festival is celebrated annually during the 3rd week in May.
My dad's favorite plant.
Aww.
Have you ever been on the coast and seen the rhodies on the coast that grow naturally wild? I mean, they're huge.
They're huge, and they're just absolutely stunningly beautiful.
And they've got a sound system in that float, let me tell you. Hello, ladies. Is that taffeta on their dresses? Is that what that is?
It's hard to tell.
There you see it, right there.
Okay.
Bright pink, whatever the case
pink.
it is.
Yes.
Yes. Gorgeous. And having fun.
Playing some good 70s music.
Next up, this is a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go down to Grant for that. Grant,
all right,
go ahead.
Back down to the street, and we are with Roger Pollock. 50 years of volunteer service with the Apple Blossom Festival. What an accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, if it wasn't for these people out here, I wouldn't be in this car.
It must be a labor of love after all these years.
It's been something that I've always wanted to do and stuck with, and I want to try to do as much as I can to help this community out.
How has the Apple Blossom Festival and this parade changed over 50 years?
Oh man, a lot of things, but I'll tell you, we got better and better and bigger, and we got a lot more people that get involved and they really get to thinking about it, and it means a lot to individuals. So
well, thank you so much for your service, and enjoy the rest of your day. Hello, nice to see you. Thanks a lot. Back upstairs.
Our volunteer of the year. He didn't know that he was being thrown into a car and into the parade today because he is the starter.
He's one of the starters. That's why he has on his red jacket, and he probably protested and said, "No, I cannot leave my post." But I know that Daryl Ferguson is taking good care of getting all the entries out.
Roger, of course, has chaired the golf tournament for 15 years as the official start of the Grand Parade. Thank you to Roger for all of your work and volunteerism for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival.
And now we see the Salvation Army. The Salvation Army has been serving those in need in the Wenatchee Valley for 110 years. The Wenatchee Corps of the Salvation Army, under the leadership of Majors Ralph and Diana Jimenez, will continue doing the most good through the dedicated services of its many volunteers and gracious giving of its donors. We could not continue to help our fellow man if it weren't for the wonderful people like you.
And we have another horses.
Yay.
A little bit shy about the crosswalk here. Please welcome Miss Rodeo Othello 2018, Sarah Wilson. Join them in Othello for the Othello PRCA Rodeo September 14th and 15th. And a gorgeous horse coming over to say hello.
Hello.
Oops. Well, that happens. You know, you got to go.
Well.
And by the way, the most creative cleanup crew was there was a banner for the cleanup crew.
Given a word for that too. And following them are the Chelan County Fair ambassadors. They're Elizabeth Worley of Kashmir and Hannah Price of Wenatchee. Chelan County Fair Volunteers of the Year is Bob Wolfgang. He has been an active supporter of the 4-H and FFA Livestock Sponsorship Fund for 40 years. And also riding today is Mr. C.R. Fair and his barnyard friends.
I'm sorry. I'm listening in my headphones to Kat back in the studio right now as we welcome the Chelan County Fair representatives here to the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Temperatures kind of ticked up a couple of degrees here in the last few moments. This is one of those days, be careful. You can get sunburned really easily on a day like this where you get this high overcast. There's CR Fair. That's the official name of that dude in the hat right there. CR Fair.
I like it.
Snoqualmie Valley Unicycle Club is a nonprofit organization established to promote sport of unicycling within the Puget Sound region. Club's performance squad performs at venues throughout Washington State, including basketball halftime shows at Seattle Pacific University, Seattle University, and the University of Washington. Additionally, a contingent of club riders competes annually in the North American Unicycling Championship. I never knew they had such a thing.
Wow.
There's something for everyone. So if you think you have no talent, you just haven't looked yet. Find your talent. Maybe it's on the back of a unicycle.
It might be. Oh my goodness.
And holding hands while they do it.
Yes. And now coming into view is the Deer Park Community Float. The float is titled The Legend Lives. Riding the float is Miss Deer Park Sydney Reibold and her princesses Tawny Dean and Ashley Bilsbach. The ladies would like to invite you to Deer Park Settlers Day on July 28th.
Well, you talk about the joint is jumping.
It is jumping.
There's so much of that float. I mean, you'd have to see it sitting still to get everything in it. That's amazing. The legend lives. Next up, we've got the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market. They're growing, as you can see. Plants already up, new vendors and activities coming. The market opens next Saturday at Pybus Market with fresh vegetables, plant starts, and artisan crabs. Come visit Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Wednesdays, 3 to 7 p.m. See you at the market. I love it when the Farmers Market opens up.
I do too. It is awesome.
And just what they've done with Pybus Market to begin with, and that whole atmosphere down there is fantastic.
It is fantastic. Locally grown, and then you can locally buy. I love it.
There you go. Hey, we got another band coming, Julie.
We do. Please welcome the 2018 Kashmir High School Bulldog Marching Band, currently 60 members strong and led by senior drum major Nikki Weismore. The CHS Marching Band has recently performed at the University of Idaho Homecoming Parade and will attend this year's Lilac Festival Parade in Spokane. Go Bulldogs.
Bulldog band does a great job in there, and their pep band goes around and performs at cross-country meets, believe it or not.
That's wonderful.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's fantastic. Our Stemilt Growers Grand Parade coverage here on the NCW Antique Mall at Kashmir. Come find your treasure. Apple Valley Honda and Auto Mocha. What's your Auto Mocha emergency? And I see a camouflaged vehicle coming our way. This is a 1971 M35A2. It's hauling around the Wenatchee Valley College Veteran Nights. And there you see it. I think we had that in the Classic Chassis Parade last night. Wenatchee Valley College Agriculture and Natural Resources Club.
I'm very impressed.
You like that?
I do like that, okay.
Folks in the back of that M35A2. Another serious vehicle here in our parade for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. And the Veteran Knights, thank you for your service. We're over halfway through the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. And actually, before we go on the air, we missed a lot of the parade too, because there's the pre-parade that goes on, and actually way early this morning, Kiwanis Pancake Breakfast started things off up at Triangle Park. Kiwanis does a great job with that every year. I think they're, what, 50 years plus doing that pancake feed.
There was the fun run.
We had the 27th annual Apple Blossom Run that happened before the parade today. There was a 2.1K for kids, there was a 5K and a 10K, and they all came running down the parade route. And next up, Julie, we have another float coming our way.
We have the Cashmere Community Float and Royalty, and their theme for 2018 is the Heart of Washington. Queen Madison Sherman and Princesses Michaela Stoffel and Lizzie Carney are enjoying their travels throughout Washington, and they want to invite everyone to Cashmere's Founders Day on Saturday, June 23rd. Let's hear it for the Cashmere Float, the Heart of Washington.
Geographic center of Washington is just outside of Cashmere.
Beautiful young ladies.
Yes, representing Cashmere well in the heart of Washington. And I hear another band coming. It's the Chelan High School Marching Band, comprised of students in grades 9 through 12. One of the largest marching bands to come from Chelan High School. This 74-member unit represents their community in the Wenatchee Apple Blossom Parade, the Manson Apple Blossom Parade, and the Chelan Valley Memorial Parade. Band's directed by Stephen Burdick, assisted by Vicki Hoffman. Following the band, we've got their royalty.
We do. Oh, there they are coming into view. The Lake Chelan royalty, Queen Gabby Navarro, First Princess Lucy Bordner, and Second Princess Rosa Lopez Barboza were all selected to represent the Lake Chelan Valley on March 10th, 2018, and plan to give back to the community by doing volunteer work with children and Lake Chelan Health and Fitness. They will also be attending several events around the community to express their gratitude to the businesses in the Lake Chelan Valley for their generous donations towards their continuing education.
Another equestrian entry coming down the parade route now. This is the 2018 Miss Moses Lake Roundup. Kendra Dawkins, their 75th anniversary celebration this year. Kendra invites everyone to come to Moses Lake for the Roundup and Rodeo Demo Derby. That's August 15th through the 18th. Welcome to Moses Lake.
I like the flowers she has on the back of her saddle.
I mean, the amount of people here along the parade route is just fantastic.
Well, like you said, it's not too cold, it's not too warm, it's just perfect. So it is a great day for a parade.
Well, and as Wenatchee Valley tends to be, we're last minute folks. So it's, you walk outside, wet a finger, put it in the air, and
okay, I think I'll
let's
go.
Yes. Let's go. Let's grab a chair and go.
And it looks like the winner of the Community Sweepstake Award, when it comes into our view, is some of my favorite people from the Marysville Strawberry Festival. So,
Jammin' Marysville, the third week in June. The Strawberry Band playing musical instruments for the royalty to jam to. Royalty this year is King Nathan. Now, you don't have that very often. A king.
I know.
You have the queens and princesses. Yes. You don't have a king very much. But you have King Nathan, Princess Caitlin, and Princess Caitlin. Got a couple of Caitlins.
Oh, lots of Caitlins.
Caitlin's cornered. From the strawberry fields to the many jars of jam, they invite you to join us for Berries and Jam, the third week in June in Marysville. Do the strawberry jam.
I like it.
Now see, I can eat jam because it's been cooked, but a raw, ripe strawberry will kill me for whatever reason.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Wow.
I don't know why. Doesn't stop me from loving strawberry jam.
And up next, we have the Wenatchee Apple Sox Baseball Club, the official mascot, Coyote. He is a central figure in local Native American legends and is represented in 2 sculptures in the Wenatchee Valley. His favorite place to be these days is at the Paul Thomas Stadium, where the Apple Sox play their home games. Come join Coyote as the Apple Sox open their 19th season already, a month from today, on Tuesday, June 5th. Apple Sox baseball celebrating summer, 1 inning at a time.
And the Freeman Marching Band comes your way next. The first, they'd like to thank everybody for supporting them this year. Truly know how much they appreciate it. The songs let's see, what is it? My songs know what you did in the dark. That's the song they're playing.
Okay.
Okay, I had to look that one up.
They're wearing kilts, so I think that's pretty awesome.
Wenatchee Sand and Gravel coming up next year, Julie.
Yes, they are. They've been supplying quality ready-mix concrete and gravel materials for over 50 years in Wenatchee, Washington. Central Washington Concrete has been supplying quality ready-mix and concrete and gravel. Oh, that's a repeat. For over 35 years in the Central Washington region. We love them. Central Washington Concrete.
And I love how, and I called them the other day, but they're just so busy this time of year with all the construction projects going on. I was trying to find out how long they've been painting the concrete mixer. You'll see this, it says Central Washington Concrete right now, but you'll see it going down the road with the Apple Blossom logo on the side. You'll see it with the Wenatchee Wild logo. You'll see it with the Wenatchee Apple Sox logo. I love how they support this community.
They truly do.
Central Washington Concrete. And concrete's messy, by the way. It takes a lot to keep those trucks clean. So you got to appreciate that too. Next up, we've got Tatum Kenter, the current Miss Greater Wenatchee's Outstanding Teen. She'll be representing our valley in a few short weeks in the Miss Washington's Outstanding Teen Scholarship Pageant. This is the sister program to Miss America. Welcome, Tatum Kentner, the Miss Greater Wenatchee's Outstanding Teen. Oh, that's a gorgeous dress.
It really is pretty. And there, coming into our view, is Oroville May Festival Float. The theme of the Oroville May Festival Float is Big Top Extravaganza. The charm of an old-fashioned circus is reflected in the carousel, circus animals, and other circus-themed decorations. Vintage colors of red, black, white, gold, and turquoise carry out the look of circuses past. Oroville invites you to attend their May Festival celebration, always the second weekend in May. Very cute.
Oh, Grant's got somebody else, and I can't see where he is if he points at me, or if I point at him. But go ahead, Grant, wherever you are.
I guess we're on. I'm with my new friend. Your name is Emerson, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you love these parades?
Uh-huh.
What do you like the best about it?
The horses.
The horses? Did you like the motorcycles and stuff too?
Uh-huh.
Did you like, what about all the music? Did you have favorite music?
Uh-huh.
What do you like?
The trumpets.
The trumpets? Me too. Well, thank you, Emerson. Appreciate it. Back upstairs.
Okay, thank you, Grant. The horses.
They're always talkative until they get on the microphone and they shout.
Yep, that's right. Is this Mariner High School?
Yes, it is.
Mariner High School under the direction of Chris Angelos in the 14th year as director of the Mariner and 23rd year in teaching. 2017, the marching band won sweepstakes at the Apple Blossom Parade and first place at the Ballard Parade. The wind ensemble, jazz band, and percussion ensembles recently received gold medals, and the wind ensemble was invited to perform in the Washington, D.C. Festival of Gold performance this spring. How about it? The Mariner High School Marching Band.
Next we have the Chelan County Fire District 1. This 2004 Humvee is proudly being driven by Volunteer Reed. Chelan County Fire District 1 purchased this Humvee from the military surplus in 2010. This vehicle was transformed into a brush truck and put into service in 2011. This brush truck can hold 300 gallons of water and is used on wildland fires.
Well, we hope they're not going to be busy this year, but it's already been a busy spring. I can't believe how many brush fires we've already had this spring. Grant's got somebody else. Grant, down to you.
Down on the street once again with one of the most important people in this parade, the parade marshal. And John, you told me you already had 10,000 steps before you even got to the parade today.
Yeah, and just up and down this hill, it's fun making sure the parade keeps moving smoothly. And we had a little hiccup earlier with one of the vehicles, but after that we started moving pretty well.
How long have you been the parade marshal? Is this your first year?
This is my third year, actually. I just moved back here actually 2 years ago, and this is my third year marshaling.
So when you were gone, did you miss the Apple Blossom Festival?
Yeah, it was one of the things I would come back to as often as I could.
All right, let's interrupt Grant there real quick and get Moxie in here.
Yes, the Moxie Hop Festival's Miss East Valley Royalty Court Princesses, Taylor Plata, Chelsea Borales, Emily Berthna, and Amy Cruz. They're exploring France, home to many of the original hop growers in Moxie. The girls come across the Louvre and explore 70 years of history that has enhanced and contributed to the Moxie community. Come join us as we walk the grounds of the museum and gaze at the Crystal Pyramid and the many years of priceless works of art. The Moxie Hop Festival float.
That's an intricate float right there.
Very intricate.
And we had an equestrian go by as well, and I think they might already be out of our camera view, unfortunately. That was Miss Cameron Pike representing the Appalachian Riders.
There she is.
In the 2018 Appalachian Riders Queen. Cameron, a junior at Wenatchee High School, actively participates in 4-H in the Appalachian Club, serving as this year's club president. Good to have her and Appalachia represented here in the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
And now you will see from Wilbur, Washington, the Wilbur Community Float. Let's get outside for some backyard adventures. Queen Peyton and Princesses Emma and Rayanne would like to extend a warm invitation to all to visit Wilbur for Wild Goose Bill Days on May 19th.
I love Wilbur. That is such a cute town. I go through Wilbur every year when I go turkey hunting in the spring, and I just have to stop and visit for a little bit. Next up, we've got Wenatchee Eagle Roofing. Accessible price, guaranteed work, high quality. Wenatchee Eagle Roofing with their trailer that they'll come and scale off what you got and put it in the back of that trailer and take care of it responsibly at Wenatchee Eagle Roofing. Another band coming our way, Julie.
Yes, I can hear them now. The Walluke High School Marching Band is from Mattawa, Washington, and led by drum majors Jessica Arellano and Arnolfo Sanchez. Today they are performing Uprising by Muse, and they are directed by Laura Adams. Walluke High School Marching Band.
Home of the Warriors. Appreciate you joining us here for our live coverage of the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Our coverage brought to you in part by Autville Fruit Company, home of the Gee Whiz brand, where passion meets flavor. Also by Bay Equity Home Loans, your home for loans. And Boswell's Home Furnishings, your vision is their passion. And a specialty unit prize winner coming down
I did see,
the parade
the
route
banner
now.
going there.
This is Kevin's Tire Service, I think. Okay, we'll wait till they get a little bit closer here. But I see some cartoon characters. I see a lot of color. Quite the unique entry into our 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade here today. Kevin's Tire Service, your friendly tire neighbors. Kevin's Tire Service, family owned and locally operated, serving the Wenatchee Valley and surrounding areas. At Kevin's Tire Service. And it looks like they're towing something that should be over in the food fair. It's the Simpsons.
It's the Simpsons.
Oh, that is awesome. Now they blew a little money on that right there.
I believe so.
That's awesome. Kevin's Tire Service. You got Lisa and Bart up front. And there's Apu and Krusty the Clown. Homer's on the backside. I think Marge is over there too. longest running TV show in the history of television.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes. They just celebrated that here last week.
Wow.
The Simpsons. And we have another band here.
We do.
Smallest but fiercest band in the entire parade. This is the Bridgeport High School band, right after Kevin's tire service. And you see the Simpsons there and the Simpson characters. Here they are, Julie.
The Bridgeport High School Marching Band is made up of students from 7th to 12th grade from the town of Bridgeport, Washington, under the direction of Derek Pulsfer. The band is playing Spanish Flea by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. There's a blast from my past. And is under the leadership of drum major Sanaya Espinoza. Thank you, Bridgeport, for coming down to Wenatchee for our Apple Blossom Parade.
Catholic Charity Services Central Washington strives to create hope for people of all faiths, ages, and cultures through counseling, crisis behavioral health services, early childhood education, and older assistance. The mobile office currently being used by the Crisis Services Diversion Team, which works closely with law enforcement. Welcome, Catholic Charities.
It's a very nice looking bus.
Yes, it is. Very colorful. Can't miss that.
Coming up next on our parade lineup is the Capital Lake Fair Float. Capital Lake Fair is celebrating 61 years of giving back to the community with this year's Enchanted Garden. Riding on the float is Queen Juliet Hattar and Princesses Katie Hatala and Maddie Ravello, joined by President Karen Griggs and fellow Capitarians. Lake Fair represents the communities of Olympia, Lacey, and Tumwater, and the festival takes place July 11th through 15th.
And following the float, we've got the Entiat Tiger Band under the direction of Mary Perry Harden. Accompanying the Tiger Band, the Tiger Flag Auxiliary under the direction of Stacy Mitchell. 8th year the Tiger Band's joining us, and they are very excited and want to say, hey, listen in. Another one bites the dust. And I thought sure they'd play Eye of the Tiger as well.
You would think. I'm sure they play that at every pep assembly and every home.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Every home event or game.
And you talk next about this thriving business here in the Wenatchee Valley.
Oh my goodness, the Wenatchee Valley Shuttle, known for providing comfortable, reliable service from Wenatchee to SeaTac Airport. Wenatchee Valley Shuttle also offers private charter coach services for travel anywhere in the U.S. and Canada. The fleet consists of all-size vehicles for your transportation needs. Travel safe and enjoy the journey with Wenatchee Valley Shuttle. That has saved so many people so many times when Pangborn is not flying out.
Yes,
so.
Wintertime, and you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cheap, too, to take
really
that shuttle over to Seattle, to SeaTac. And, I mean, they have added and added and added the number of runs that they do and keep adding to their charter line, too, and the number of vehicles that they have. Before Hyatt gets here, I think Grant's got somebody else down there on the parade route. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Okay, we'll hold off on that for a sec as we see another entry coming our way.
Yes, on your screen now, you will see the new Westminster Hyatt float. This year, the theme of the new Westminster Hyatt Festival Association is Rooted in Tradition, Blossoming into the Future. The Pacific dogwood tree, adopted in 1956 as British Columbia's floral emblem, is showcased on the Hyatt Festival's float. The new Westminster Hyatt ambassadors are waving from the float today. The new Westminster Hyatt Festival Association is renowned for engaging their community by bringing iconic celebrations to their royal city and beyond.
Look at that tree.
That's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
I have to say, that is a fun festival to attend.
And we don't want to miss, right after the new Westminster Hyatt float, the Sunnyside High School Band, under the direction of Mona Dahl. Band is led by senior drum major Carlos Gomez and junior drum major Alex Calvillo. They're excited to be here and would like to thank everyone who put the time and energy in to make this event happen. It is the Sunnyside High School Marching Grizzly Band.
Okay, here comes Miss Sunnyside. Sunnyside is the rank. First Princess Ida.
And Grant is standing by with another young parade goer. Go ahead, Grant.
All right, guys, little break in the action here, and I have another friend that's been dying to get on TV all parade. Alex, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
You've been all over this street today. You having fun at this parade? What's your favorite part?
The music, the dancing, and the NES school.
Do you go to school at Eniat?
Yeah.
Who's your teacher?
Miss Femsburg.
You're almost done with school. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
So what kind of food do you like to eat when you're here at Apple Blossom Festival?
Not that much, but I'm not really hungry right now, so I might not eat, but I'll probably go eat. But maybe I might eat some ice cream.
Okay, thanks for being with us, Alex.
Let's
Guys,
not miss the Miss Sunnyside Community Floats.
Oh, sorry, still have it.
Janessa Frank, first princess Kayla Bunch, second princess Larissa Ruiz, and third princess Trinity Hamill. Sunnyside Community Float Eastern Dream, sponsored by Sunnyside Asteria Hospital. Enjoy visiting Sunnyside during the Sunshine Days, the third Saturday in September, and the Lighted Farm Implement Parade, December 1st.
Yes, and we're going to give a shout out to Dr. Kara Schroeder's Children's Dentistry, who snuck by while Grant was talking to his fun little person over there.
And believe it or not, we're to the final entry of the parade. It is the Chelan County sister region from the Oblast of Issyk Kul of the Kyrgyz Republic. Let's give up a big hand for them being here today and part of our Apple Blossom Festival and the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. And just like that, Julie,
it's over.
It's come to a close.
It has come to a close.
We are going to take a commercial break, come back here in just a moment and kind of wrap things up here from high atop Bella Bistro as we continue here live for the Apple Blossom 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. We'll take a commercial break and get some more of our fine sponsors the recognition they deserve, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Every golfer aims to play their best, and smart golfers turn to the Golfer's Edge to get the Golfer's Edge. PGA Professional Ed Payne has you covered from tee to green. You can work on your swing or play 18 in air-conditioned comfort on the golf simulator. Tanya's Corner has all the apparel the golfer needs at sale prices. And Ed can even rebuild your favorite set of clubs or custom make you a brand new set. Ask how you can qualify for a free 30-minute lesson at the Golfer's Edge on Mission between Kittitas and Yakima.
You can buy fruit almost anywhere. From first off the tree to first in your hands, Lone Pine offers seasonal fruit from their farm and around the region every day. Make Lone Pine your latte stop with coffee from Blue Star Coffee Roasters and a fresh piece of fruit pie. Take a break with a friend and order a cold microbeer or a glass of Northwest wine. Bring the whole family and enjoy a Lone Pine lunch or a fresh shake in their park-like setting. Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso on Highway 97.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
Welcome back once again here to the 2018 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade along with Julie Agins-Kuntz. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCW Life Channel, and what a parade.
It was great.
I mean, we had
it was great.
Almost 100 entries into the parade this year, and I don't know what I could say was my favorite part. I loved seeing the horses.
I love the horses.
And the Spanish horse contingent that was here, the Hispanic horse contingent, was just amazing.
They
I don't
were
know.
amazing.
I've lost count. There was probably 60, 70 horses.
I'm sure they took up all half of Triangle Park just up at the beginning of the parade.
We talk about the cleanup that happens along the parade route. I could imagine up at Triangle Park right now. That gets a little extra fertilizer, we'll say. As we look at the throng of people now that are emerging from the parade route and walking down the middle of Rondo Avenue, I think they reopened the street, or they're going to try to reopen the street at some point.
At some point. There is the Tour de Bloom this afternoon, so some streets will continue to be closed.
That's right, downtown Wenatchee. You can go to our website at ncwlife.com. We've got all the street closures and things like that you can look at. We have a lot of thank yous to do, and we're going to do that as we continue. Let me first remind you that our coverage today brought to you in part by Collins Fashions in downtown Wenatchee, also by Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso on Highway 97 north of Rondo, by Merry Maids, relax, it's done, it's Merry Maids, and by Schmidt Electric, serving the West since 1960. Taco Shava in the mall, and in Eniat and Golfer's Edge moving to Highlander come June. We're going to take one more commercial break and come back and wrap it up here from high atop Bella Bistro as we continue here for the 2018 Grand Stemilt, or the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. It's been a long day. We'll be back right after this.
Why live your life in the dark? At Schmidt Electric, we're one of the oldest and most respected companies in the Pacific Northwest.
Founded by my father in 1960, we have grown from 2 employees to 130.
From small commercial businesses to heavy industrial companies, we employ some of the most respected contractors. We're also a proud member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers for over 50 years. Call us at Schmidt Electric today.
We know crunch.
Welcome back once again here to the top of Bella Bistro. Julie, this has been a great day, and
it has been.
I'm so happy to spend it with you here today.
Thank you. It was very fun to be here and fun to be the color for the parade coverage today.
You are color no matter where you go, that's for sure. We have a lot of people to thank. First of all, Bella Bistro, the lunch espresso pastries. They've got the drive-through right here on the corner of where it all happens, really. We're on Orondo Avenue right next to the intersection with Okanagan and Medhow, across from Memorial Park. If you ever have any need for a little pick-me-up, be sure and visit the gang at Bella Bistro, and bring the crowd here too, and enjoy that. They have got the outdoor veranda, which is right underneath of us here. But nice place to enjoy a little lunch and watch the festivities, whether it's during a parade or not, here at Bella Bistro. But we really appreciate them offering us the opportunity again to be up on top of their roof here to do the broadcast here today. Thanks to Star Reynolds for providing the scissor lift again. Dan went to visit with Star Reynolds to see if we can maybe get a little larger one. He was a little nervous about the one last week, and they said, sorry, we're all out. With construction projects that are going on right now, Apple Blossom going on right now. We've got, of course, the documentary that they're filming right now. They were using scissor lifts as well. So Star Reynolds, I mean, they're just clean out of scissor lifts. So thank you to Star Reynolds for doing that for us here for the broadcast as well. And to Dina and the gang at Nancy's Party Rentals and Sales, you're home for a party, no matter where you want or no matter what's going on. 664-6666 is the number to call for Nancy's Party Rentals and Sales. Thanks to them for providing us our canopy here as well. And I need to thank our crew, and I'll see if I can remember everybody. First of all, to Caitlin Hedersheet, our producer back in the studios. Thank you, Kat. Did a great job once again. I assume. I have no idea what it looked like. But also to Tucker Wagner in the van here, who's been stuffed inside the van since we got going early this morning, who's been flipping all the dials and switches to make sure the cameras look good. Speaking of cameras, thank you to all of our camera operators, to Megan McPherson on the street, to Rachel Sullivan out here on the end of the precipice on this scary rooftop. I don't like heights at all, so I'll let Rachel do that. Also to Dan Coots up in the scissor lift. Also to our drone operators here today, Brandon Walls, and to Jonathan Mandelis. To Grant Olson, of course, who's down there. I think he's probably still trying to find people to talk to down ground level, and I think I got everybody here. Oh, Jessica Medina has also been running some cables for us here today. It's been a crew of 10s again to help us bring you the broadcast, and we hope you've enjoyed it. We've been talking to people who've been watching us on Facebook here today, who we've had tons of people from all around the world watching us on Facebook here. Yeah, we just got a message here from Spain to Barb. Hi, Barb. To Kathy, to Marianne Roberts Baxter, to David Lawrence, to all these people that are tuning in and watching us on the stream on Facebook as well. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope that if you're far away from home and this is your home, we've hoped to be able to bring you a little slice of apple. How about them apples?
How about them apples,
to you, no matter where you might be here as we celebrate day 10 of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Of course, thank you to Julia.
Thank you, Eric. It was great to be here.
Part of our broadcast today. That's going to wrap it up here from high atop Bella Bistro. We hope you enjoy the rest of your Apple Blossom Festival. And no matter where you are in North Central Washington or around the world, you can follow what's happening here in the Wenatchee Valley right here on the NCW Life channel. Have a great Apple Blossom Festival, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed today's special broadcast of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on the NCW Life channel. Today's broadcast was made possible by these fine sponsors: Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso, The Golfer's Edge, Auto Mocha, Bay Equity Home Loans, Boswell's Home Furnishings, Apple Valley Honda, The Allville Fruit Company, Merry Maids, The Antique Mall in Cashmere, Collins Fashions, Schmidt Electric, and Tacos Shava. Special thanks goes out to Star Rentals for the use of the scissor lift and our friends at Bella Bistro for the use of their facilities. For the rebroadcast schedule of today's parade, go to ncwlife.com. Have a safe and happy Apple Blossom Festival.